Hey guys, I made a wooden candle holder and a wooden card holder. You could use the candle holder as a plant holder. Also, when your candle is gone, you could use it as a catch-all. And here's what I did. I measured the diameter of my cylinder container with a tiny bit of extra space, which was 4 inches. The height of the container was 3.5 inches. Since this is a small holder, I used a 5/8 of an inch square dowel. I measured 2 pieces at 4 inches. I marked a 5/8 of an inch gap in the center and continued it halfway down the sides. Cut slits going down the halfway mark. Then with a chisel or flathead screwdriver, break it off. Cut the two 4-inch pieces. Sand it smooth and make sure the 2 pieces fit. Then I measured and cut 4 pieces at 3 inches. Glue one of the 4-inch pieces between 2 of the 3-inch legs. I use painter's tape to hold it together. Do the same to the other 4-inch piece. After it dried, I drilled a hole in the center where the 2 pieces connect. I taped the drill bit at 1 inch so I know when to stop. I started with a small bit and worked my way up to a 7/32 of an inch drill bit for my 3/16 of an inch dowel. I measured and cut the dowel into 4 pieces. I made them slightly longer than the depth of the 1-inch holes. Add glue to the dowels and connect the pieces. Then wipe the excess glue. After they've dried, sand them down. Be sure to sand down the wood glue. I stained it in the color dark walnut, and I noticed areas that weren't able to be stained, so I don't think I completely sanded off the wood glue. I ended up mixing brown and black paint to color match the stained wood. I used a paper towel to wipe the excess paint. A thin layer of paint allowed the wood grain to show through. After it dried, I added a coat of polyacrylic protective finish. Add your container, candle, plant, or catch-all, and your mini wooden holder is done. I had a scrap piece of wood that was 3 inches by 1.5 inches by 3/4 of an inch, so I decided to make a wooden card holder. I sanded the wood and marked a 1/8 of an inch strip in the middle. I continued marking the 1/8 of an inch strip halfway down the sides. And I do need to get a clamp to hold the wood in place, so if you have one, use it. I cut the strip using a hacksaw. Since my blade was thin, I made 2 cuts and broke off the piece of wood in the middle by tilting the hacksaw. Then sanded it smooth. I stained it in the color dark walnut. I'm not sure why there was a spot that couldn't be stained, since there was no wood glue on it. I tried to chisel off the top layer and stain it, but the spots still wouldn't stain, and I made a dent. So like the candle holder, I touched it up using a mix of brown and black paint. After it dried, I added a coat of polyacrylic protective finish, and your wooden holder is done.